12.4, using similar triangles. When we talk about similar triangles, we need to look at their interior angles. In a similar triangle or set of similar triangles, if you have two angles in one triangle, this angle and this angle, that are congruent to two angles in another triangle, 95 and 65, then the third angles must also be congruent, and then the triangles are similar. Two sides, two angles congruent makes the third one congruent, makes the triangles similar. Okay, so let's look at two examples. On the left here, we have two red triangles. We see that this one has 75 and 50. This one also has 75 and 50 as interior angles. Therefore, these two have two angles that are congruent. That means that X and Y must be congruent, and therefore these triangles are similar. Okay, now looking at this other set of triangles. In order for us to determine if these two triangles are similar, we need to either solve for y or x. We have right angle, 42, and this one has a 38. We don't know if this x equals 38 or if this y equals 42, because if they did, then we would know that our two triangles are similar. So we need to solve for either x or y. Let's solve for x. We know that the interior angles of this triangle should add up to 180 degrees. That means x plus 90 plus 42 must equal 180. Let's combine our like terms. And we get 90 plus 42 is 132. We need to subtract it from both sides. So therefore, x equals 48. Okay, if x equals 48, and this triangle has then interior angles of 90, 42, and 48, there is no way for these two triangles to be similar because it has a 38, and this triangle here does not have a 38. So these two are not similar. Okay, time for you to write in your notes, fill in the blank, and two questions that you should remember. Okay, when we want to identify similar triangles, we can use our knowledge of parallel lines and shared angles. So let's look at this and see if these two triangles are similar. Well, we know they both have this angle, right? They both have angle J. And it looks like here, if you look at this, you can see that these two lines are parallel. And this one is a what? Transversal. So if I were just to dot this out and extend it, right? Okay, so then you would know that this angle here corresponds with this angle here, right? Those are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are congruent. So we have to use our knowledge of parallel lines and transversals to help us, but that means that these two triangles share this angle and this angle. So therefore, this angle must also be the same. So therefore, then these triangles are similar. Okay, time for you to do two practice problems. All right, hints on practice problem number 1. It says, tell whether the triangles are similar. Remember, in order for a triangle to be similar, they must have two sides that are equal, that means then their third side will also be congruent, and then therefore the triangles will be similar. So basically we're looking to see, are all the angles in the interior the same in both triangles, right? Well, they both have a 90-degree, one has a 66 and one has a 24. So I would solve for x, and I would see if that x, if it equals 24, then we should have similar triangles. In order to set that up, 180 equals 90 plus 66 plus x. We combine our like terms and solve for x. Again, if x equals 24, then they're similar. If it doesn't, then not. Then they aren't similar. Okay, a hint on practice problem number 2. Are these two triangles similar? Well, remember, similar triangles have to have all their angles, interior angles, equal. We look up here and we see that both triangles do share this one here. Oh, not a good color. Share that one there, right? And we also see that what? This triangle and this triangle are formed using parallel lines and two transversals, this one and that one. So using your knowledge of parallel lines and transversals, do you think these two triangles are similar? Okay, that concludes 12.4.